friends. I consider you all friends because we're friends. Guys, we're going to do a 5-part series here of YouTube videos in my little computer room here. And we're going to talk about the 5 mistakes every beginner makes. And this will be part 1. Part 1. Oh, sweet. So, number 1, guys. What's the first mistake that every beginner makes? My legs hurt. I trained legs today for the first time in forever. There'll be music. Okay. So the number 1 mistake that every beginner makes is that they do not take rest days. Yep. It may seem kind of like that was a letdown, but it's true, guys. The first mistake that every beginner always makes when they first start working out is they do not take rest days. It's true. Think about it. When you first started working out, what happened? 1, you gained a lot of muscle right away. 2, it felt really good to actually have some muscle. 3, it became addicting. All 3 are great things, but guess what? All 3 of those leads to you overworking your body. The reason for that is that you feel so good. Why is my table crooked? There we go. It feels so good to do all these things, and it's really cool to see your body grow in a short amount of time, because in those first probably 8 to 9 months when you really first start bodybuilding, lifting, powerlifting, whatever, those 9 months, in a 9-month span, you will never gain as much muscle as your first 9 months, if that makes sense. You'll gain a lot of muscle after those 9 months, but in a 9-month span, you won't gain near as much muscle as you will in the beginning. It's just called your beginner gains, your noob gains, stuff like that. It's just because your body is so ready to grow, and your body's like, well, this is new, boom, explode. So, what do kids do? A lot of kids will go 7 days a week, will go into the gym. They won't take a rest day, and it's terrible for you. It's not like it's going to be the end of the world, and you're still going to look great if you do that for 5 years. But here's what not taking rest days is going to do. A really taxed nervous system. You're going to be very tired. It's going to get old pretty quickly. Joints, ligaments, everything, you're going to get creaky, guys. You are going to hurt after a few years. At the beginning, you're going to be fresh. You're going to feel great. But in a few years, you are going to be suffering down the road. Ask someone that knows from experience. And I've been doing it for 2.5 years. So it hasn't even been a full 3 years. And I'm already suffering from not letting myself take rest days when I first started when I was 18. So, and then also it can lead to you hurting yourself or tearing a muscle. And if you're just starting out and you tear something, that's really bad, because when you start out, your muscles should be the most fresh they've ever been. You should be the most ready to grow. And that is when you're going to make the most progress, which is why I'm making this video series, so that you people can, so that everyone can see, so that you don't make these mistakes, you can make the most of your first 9 months. So, guys, the first thing you need to do, or the number 1 mistake that every beginner makes, is that they do not take rest days. Here's what you should do. Here's what your programming should look like. If you're going to do a bro split, like arms, chest, shoulder, back day, stuff like that, I would do chest day on Monday, kind of typical, and maybe then an arm day, back day, leg day, shoulders, 2 days off. Separate your chest and shoulder days, because shoulder day or chest day is going to activate your shoulders completely. So always make sure your shoulder day is a ways away from your chest day, because you don't want to have those 2 intertwined. And you want to make sure you're taking 2 days off. Get legs in there somewhere. I know, just get legs in there somewhere. I know it sucks, but you have to do it. So, guys, so that's what the program is like. Or if you're going to do like a push-pull day, push-pull legs, rest, push-pull legs, rest. I don't know how many days that has to do, like 7, but make sure you're taking 1 to 2 rest days a week, guys. Please. That's going to be the number 1 thing that you guys need to make sure you're doing when you start out. Take rest days. It's okay to rest for 1 or 2 days in a row. I promise. You don't want to end up in 3 years not being able to move your shoulder for its full function because you overdid it when you were younger with bad form. Guys, that's number 1. Watch out for video number 2 dropping here very shortly. Bam! Let's do that again. Watch out for number 2, drop shortly.
And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on